This is a landscape trailer that I built a system to unload it with. I'm using this thing to recycle, do curbside recycling with my kids. And so we fill it up with trash. This past week we had about 800 pounds worth of stuff on it, which you'll see here in a video soon. So I built that sled up front, and that sled connects to this cable that runs around on these pulleys. And that cable is connected via a chain to the sled. I also put these 2x4s in place here to allow the sled to slide around in it. And I'm going to zoom in here. These are some ball rollers that I put on the sled right here, which keep it from that sled from when you're pulling it, it wants to go from side to side a little bit and get kind of whomper jawed. And that this way the ball rollers keep it lined up within the 2x4s. Okay, so now we'll go around to the front of the trailer, and that cable goes under the trailer, and it actually goes under my axles as well, barely touches the axles, and connected to this winch right here that you see. I've got mounted it just below the frame, so the winch sits just barely underneath the bottom of the frame, and that lines up really well with the cable. So I didn't have to adjust the cable or put rollers in there at all. And then I wired everything on the winch over here into this box that we see on the right. And let's see if we get there. Well, we're still looking at the rope, I guess. Yeah, the rope, I just tied the rope to the sled, and this keeps it in place. That way my cable on the winch is tight. I just lock it in and out. So I lock the cable, pull the rope tight, and I got that thing snug to where my cable doesn't get slack in it. So yeah, here's where I wired everything into this box because I didn't want to have everything exposed, and then I mounted a switch over here to operate it. I can also use that plug right there to plug in a remote that came with it. Uh, and then the power cables I ran up here to the front. I grounded the battery side of the winch right there, and then I ran both sides of the power leads to this plug. There's two wires. They both go to one wire um, down there, and then I ran a cable inside my truck and stubbed out the other end of that connector on the bumper. And so when I'm hitched up, I just plug it in and it's ready to go, and I'm operating off my truck battery. Real nice, simple setup. So, all right, now let's see this thing in action here.